Hey everyone, can you guess what I want to talk about today? That's right, Pokémon Go. This app is the coolest thing ever, pretty much. It's gotten me out of the house for the first time in months, and I'm just loving it. I'm gonna share some tips that I've learned from playing it with you guys today. I'm by no means any expert at this game, but it doesn't do a great job at explaining all of the things that you can do in it or how to do some things. So I'll try to give you some tips that have worked for me, at least. First off, one of the most important things in Pokemon Go is catching Pokemon. And to catch these Pokemon, you've got to walk around to find them. But you'll run into a lot of the same guys over and over and over again, which are most likely Rattatas. I have no idea how to say their name. Pidgeys, Weedles. Some people run into Zubats a lot, but I haven't done that as much. I only have like 3. But in the beginning especially, you'll want to catch all of these that you see, because that's how you earn experience points and get to better levels, which you get more items when you get to better levels. But it's a lot more exciting when you're catching Pokemon that you don't have yet. And to do this, you'll have to track them. But it's kind of hard to track them unless they're nearby, so usually you have to just walk around a lot until something on the nearby tab shows up as a silhouette of a Pokemon.
Who's that Pokemon?
That'll mean that you don't have that guy yet, so you want to find him. And I do this by looking at this nearby tab here, and you can click on one of the little guys, and then you walk around. So go in like one direction, and okay, stop. And you'll see that there's usually a list of up to 9 Pokemon, and the one in the top left hand corner is the one that's closest to you. So you'll want to walk around and try to get that Pokemon to move up to the top left. And then you'll see these footprints underneath the Pokemon, and 3 footprints is what it'll usually have. Then when it gets pretty close to you, it'll have 2 footprints. Then when you're really close, it'll have 1, and then when it's there, it'll have no footprints. If it's at 2 or 1 footprint, you're on the right track, definitely. So what I do when I want to track a Pokemon is just keep that nearby tab open and watch where the Pokemon moves, depending on what direction I'm going in. This technique is the best thing that I've found, but it's not 100% reliable. Sometimes new Pokemon will appear and mess up the order of the nearby tab, so you can't really tell if you're going in the right direction or not. Sometimes the guy will just disappear from the list and then pop back up again a bit later. It's not foolproof, but it's the best thing that I've found. Oh yeah, another thing, sometimes when rare Pokemon show up, they might show up in the same place again, so if you want multiples of them, try checking back in the same place, because I found an Electabuzz in the exact same spot about like 4 times, and it was even during different days. Okay, on to another important part of Pokemon Go, that is battling gyms. You have to be level 5 to battle gyms, which I talked about how to level up earlier. You catch Pokemon, evolve Pokemon, do a bunch of stuff. Find Pokestops, that gives you experience too. Battling gyms, you'll want to just steer clear of gyms that are impossible to beat, which some in my town are, which is annoying. If you have a group of friends, which I don't, you can use all of them to gang up and like take down the gym, which is easier than just trying to do it single-handedly. What you'll want to look at on a gym is the prestige level, which is a number that can be super high or super low, but when you get the prestige level down to 0, that means the gym will be open. It'll turn from red, blue, or yellow to gray, and then you can put one of your Pokemon in there to guard it. When it's gray, anyone can take it, so if there's some troll around, like me, who might take it over after you've beaten it, be prepared for that, and then just take them down and take it, and hope they don't take it from you again. You want to put a strong Pokemon in there, but maybe not your strongest, because you might need your strongest to take on some other gyms later. To put a Pokemon in the gym, it has to be at full health, so make sure you're prepared with whichever dude you want to leave in there. The gym won't remain yours for very long unless you've got people there on your team to help you build up the prestige and put their own Pokemon in there, because just one Pokemon gym isn't gonna last very long. Even if you have it for just 2 seconds, the most important thing you need to do is go to the shop icon and then go to the icon in the top right, which is a little shield that'll have a number in it, and you gotta click that shield and it'll give you a bonus of like however many Poke Coins, 10 per how many gyms you're in. If you're not gonna get in more than one gym, just take it as soon as you get one. You can only get that bonus when you have someone in the gym, and you can only get it every like 21 hours, I think. So just press it when you have a gym if you don't usually have gyms. Another thing I love to do in Pokemon Go is hatch eggs. There are 2-kilometer eggs, 5-kilometer eggs, and 10-kilometer eggs. The amount of kilometers is how much you have to walk to hatch it. And yeah, you do have to walk. You can't drive your eggs because after you're going a certain speed, Pokemon Go won't really work. You won't really pick up many Pokemon and it won't count any of the distance for your eggs. Another cool thing is lures. You can place those on the Pokestops to draw Pokemon in there so you don't have to move around or anything. You can do the same with incense, but incense only benefits you. Lures benefits everyone. So if you see someone else put a lure up, you can go there. One more thing about evolving that I didn't mention is that there's a way to decide what your Eevee is going to evolve into now, and you have to name it either Pyro, Rainer, or Sparky according to whether you want a Flareon, a Vaporeon, or Jolteon, and apparently that works somehow. It's worked for me. I named my Eevee Pyro when I learned about this and evolved into a Flareon. Do that to fill your Pokédex with all the evolutions. So yeah, that's pretty much all the tips I have about Pokemon Go right now. If you want me to do another video about Pokemon Go, or maybe film myself playing Pokemon Go, let me know. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and let me know in the comments down below about any rare Pokemon you've caught. I'd really love to hear what dudes you've caught, because I want to get jealous over whoever you've gotten. And tell me what team you guys are on. I'm on Team Instinct, clearly the best, except no one in this town is on Team Instinct. I think it's the least popular team, but we've taken over gyms a few times. I just chose it because Zapdos is my favorite of the bird dudes. Thank you all for watching, and I've noticed that I'm almost at 50 subscribers, which I know doesn't sound like a lot, but to me it is. Like, if you think about it, that's like 50 people watching me who decided to subscribe, which is really great. So thank you to all of you who have subscribed, and if you're new, please consider subscribing as well so you can check out my new videos when I post them. Really, thank you all for watching and supporting me. It's great. I really appreciate it. I'll see you guys later. I'll show you some screenshots of my team right now. They're not all that great, but I love all of them.